looking straight ahead at a constitutional crisis and countering the flawed American exceptionalism narrative is critical if we're to come out of it and emerge a thriving constitutional democracy. Citizens are desperately seeking genuine solutions, and yes, we can handle the truth. True, our constitutional system has endured longer than others throughout the world. For several reasons, our nation thrived despite our Constitution's flaws. Geographic isolation, a steady and constant influx of immigrants, westward expansion, with tremendous pain imposed on displaced Native Americans, and the profoundly tragic forced labor of enslaved persons brought and maintained here in truly unimaginable conditions. It's past time to recognize that to the extent the story of our nation is exceptional, it's in spite of, not because of our constitutional design. This is especially so for our electoral system and system of executive accountability. You might think of this counter-narrative as a hypothesis. There's a way to test it. Ask yourself which electoral systems have been widely replicated across the globe. The answer is clear. Not ours. We've been very powerful in exporting democracy, just not our form of democracy. By contrast, other systems, those characterized by proportional representation and parliamentary selection, have been widely embraced throughout the world. There's an important reason why. Those systems, like the girl who chose carrot, recognize there's no need for all the children to enjoy or suffer a single flavor cake or even the choice of two flavors. The majoritarian winner doesn't always have to get everything. Parents can throw better birthday parties, making their children happier. And we can produce a stronger and more responsive democracy with more and better political parties for ourselves and future generations. American democracy is in crisis. We are racked with growing polarization, a lack of confidence in our most basic institutions, and a gnawing sense that the true justifications for political and legal decisions are routinely masked beyond recognition. Political leaders decry the legitimacy of the very institutions through which they gained power. At the same time, growing numbers of people who regard our democracy as under threat are also convinced it's so damaged that it can't possibly be repaired. Many serious ideas for constitutional reform are being proposed. Among the most popular proposals are ranked choice voting, like sequentially eliminating birthday cake options and allocating preferences over the remaining choices, eliminating the Electoral College in favor of the national popular vote, enlarging the House of Representatives, at-large voting in multi-member congressional districts, eliminating or bypassing the Senate, imposing term limits on members of Congress, and imposing term limits on U.S. Supreme Court justices. Determining which proposals might resolve the crisis we are facing is a serious challenge. I've been teaching constitutional law for over 30 years, and I promise to be honest with you. I can't predict when we might hit the inflection point that will require making ultimate choices over the menu of proposals. It might happen soon, in a few years, or perhaps after you and I are no longer living. There's no way to know. Constitutional crises don't happen in a moment, and they aren't necessarily resolved in dramatic fashion. They can fester for years, even decades. Here's what I can tell you. Most high-profile proposals, including those I've mentioned, won't end our constitutional crisis. Yes, proportional representation is an important part of the solution, but it's not the entire solution. And the most popular proposals for infusing proportional representation are unlikely to succeed. I agree that our democracy is in crisis. I wrote this book for those who remain hopeful, as I am, that it's not too late to fix things. In the following, I provide a comprehensive analysis of the failings of our democracy rooted in our history, constitutional structure, and the special challenges posed by the information age. After providing you with a toolkit letting you better understand how competing democratic systems function,